Good afternoon. I'd like to, on behalf of the Concerned Parents Organization of Nelson County, I'd like to thank you all for being here this morning and hope that you'll enjoy our program, our annual Martin Luther King Day program that we have here each year. We have a great program in store for you. We've got a lot of good music. We've got a dynamic speaker. And we've got a program I think that'll be enjoyable to all. But we'll first kick it off with the singing of our national anthem. That will be from the Bardstown High Senior Choir under the direction of Miss Kathy Christian.
Students to write to. This year it was, "Don't judge a book by its cover." How true is that? And we had several hundred. We had over 300 entries, which makes the winners even a little bit more puffed up and proud of what they've accomplished. But we could have had 100 of these read if we had the time, and each one would have inspired you in a different sort of way. We've only got 2 of them today that we chose to ask to come the winner of the middle school contest and the winner of the high school contest. I'll start with middle school. Our winner is from St. Joseph's Elementary School. It's Carly Height. She is one of our first 7th grade winners, and I'll just let her essay speak for itself. Carly, could you come up and read for us?
Have you ever been told not to judge a book by its cover? The idiom "don't judge a book by its cover" means don't form an opinion of someone or something based purely on what you can see. No matter how open-minded a person claims to be, everyone makes assumptions of others based strictly on how they look. Seeing someone for the first time, you will find yourself making assumptions about that person's personality, attitude, and character. There is a well-known biblical story about Samson and Delilah. This story portrays a situation where a beautiful woman uses her looks to manipulate a man into revealing his most important secrets. Samson falls for Delilah's lie not because she was madly in love with him, but because he did not distinguish reality from appearance. He judged a book by its cover, a large mistake indeed. Delilah was working for Samson's enemies, and she turned him over to them. Another example is the well-known movie Beauty and the Beast. Of course, we all know about the beautiful castle and the cute little small town, but Belle focuses on the inner beauty of everything. She did not shut out the beast because of his appearance, but she welcomed him because of his kindness. She did not worry about how mean the beast would be because of how he looked. Instead, she looked deeper. Belle did not even let the others in their village sway her opinion. They believed that the beast could not be anything but a threat to their people. They judged him on the way they looked. Belle did not judge a book by its cover. People aren't the only thing that this popular idiom refers to either. Obviously, it refers to books, but it also refers to things such as animals, jobs, stores, cars, and more. My grandfather worked as a garbage man for a very long time. Many people think that working with tons of garbage must be really gross. My grandfather always supported his family, and they always had everything that they needed. Even after my grandmother retired, my grandfather still worked very hard to provide for his family. Even though some people would judge this job by its cover, my grandfather did not. Another example is if someone has an old beat-up car. Some people might wonder why someone would drive a car like that. But maybe in reality, this person cannot afford a new car. This car might function very well, but not look like much on the outside. This car could get the owner everywhere that they needed to go. In conclusion, people and things' true worth isn't determined by how they look. In order to fully understand someone, you have to get to know them. You can't just assume if they're wearing torn-up clothes they must be poor. After all, an ugly cover on a book does not always reflect the content unless the reader takes the time to pursue the pages.
The most inspiring thing about these two messages is that they come from youth, and the youth are the future of our country. Our high school winner is Ing Lin, and she is from Bardstown High School, a sophomore. Come on.
We have heard of the phrase, "Don't judge a book by its cover," ever since we were young. However, no matter how often we try to live by these words, it is, quite frankly, not as easy as it sounds, and we know it. We dress, speak, and act in particular ways so others will not get the wrong impressions about us. We know people are always judging. It only takes seconds to make a first impression of someone, so we put pressure on ourselves to put our best selves into the world. What we determine to be our best selves is often dependent on others' opinions and what others are doing. We dress in trendy clothing, start using slang, behave in ways that make us seem as if we definitely know what we're doing in life, even when we don't. And that's okay. Then, there are factors of ourselves we cannot change. Race, color, ethnicity, gender, disabilities, class, and so on and so forth. Yet, we are still judged for those very things. We are all complex individuals, but we often oversimplify and box each other into categories of humans. All Asians must be nerds, Hispanics must be lazy and uneducated, blacks must be aggressive thugs and criminals, Arabs must be monsters and terrorists, women must be overly emotional and weak. Those boxes are very, very limiting, but nevertheless, people use them all the time. We often believe we can read each other like a book. Still, if we really were books, Would we truly know what the chapters in someone's life consist of? Would we actually sit down and read every page and analyze them thoroughly? Would the real story match the one we thought we knew? Would we? So why should we stereotype groups of people when every person's story is different and unique? The truth is, we do not have to. We do not have to dehumanize anyone. We can be the start of the generations that recognize every human as an individual. We can sit down and start conversations. We can acknowledge that every voice matters. We can travel out of our comfort zones. We can experience different cultures. We can open our minds to new ideas. We can see the world through a new lens. We can share stories, and we can listen to those stories. We can understand. We can learn. We can love. We can. In a sense, people are books. We have our stories wrapped in miles of skin. Whether we choose to unwrap the hearts of someone and see the depths of their soul is merely up to us.
He is the former pastor of the Bardstown Baptist Church in Berea, Kentucky, and is the current pastor of the Pilgrim Baptist Church in Lexington, Kentucky. He earned his BA in 81, MA 83, and PhD in 88 degrees from the University of Kentucky in history. He taught at the University of Memphis from 1988 to 1993. He is a full professor of history at the University of Kentucky. He formerly held the Theodore A. Howman Professorship and the position of Martin Luther King Center Scholar in Residence from 1997 to 2005. He served as the Director of the African American Studies and Research Program at UK. Professor Smith is the author, editor, or co-editor of 4 books. He has more than 40 articles, essays, and book reviews published in historical journals and encyclopedias. He has consulted on various historical projects, lectured on college campuses around the state, and conducted workshops for primary and secondary school teachers. He has appeared in historical documentaries, which have aired on CBS, NBC, KET, the CBS Sports Network, and True TV. Professor Smith is co-editor of the award-winning Kentucky African American Encyclopedia. Over the years, he has served on a number of different boards and committees and now serves as chair of the Kentucky African American Heritage Commission. His awards include Selection, a National Faculty Scholar 1997, Who's Who Among African Americans 2000, induction into the Martin Luther King Jr. Collegium of Scholars of Morehouse College in Atlanta, Georgia, and the Evelyn Black Award from the UK Black Student Union. He is a 2006 inductee into the Henry Clay High School Hall of Fame in Lexington, Kentucky, a recipient of the 2011 Richard H. Collins Award from the Kentucky Historical Society, and one of 6 professors on campus chosen by the UK Alumni Association to receive the 2013 Great Teacher Award. In 2014, the Commonwealth of Kentucky's Personal Cabinet presented him with the annual Charles W. Anderson Laureate Medal Award. its highest award given to individuals recognized for significant contributions to equal opportunity in their communities. He was also named a recipient of the 2016 Living Legacy Award by the Kentucky Black Legislative Caucus. Campbellsville University recognized him with the Racial Reconciliation Award in 2015 and the Kente Clark Award in 2017. He was also voted Outstanding Professor by Fraternity and Sorority Life at UK in 2017. He was awarded the 2018 University of Kentucky Inclusive Excellence Award and the College of Arts and Sciences Distinguished Service and Engagement Award. Gerald is married to the former Teresa Turner. They are parents of 2 daughters, Elizabeth and Sarah. Hello. Please welcome
First of all, I want to say thank you, Ms. Copeland, for reading that introduction. Thank you all for listening. I am all messed up. I'm all confused. I'm betwixt and between. I came here with one assignment, and that was to speak. It's Martin Luther King Jr. celebration, but then church broke out. Now I feel like preaching. I'm all confused. I don't know where to go. I believe in doing things decent and in order, and I do want to thank Mr. Bill Shekels for the invitation to come. I've admired him and appreciated his work for years, and to distinguished Karen Mayor Heaton, thank you, sir, for your remarks, and all the dignitaries in the House, and definitely to this choir. Amen. To these young people for these fine essays that they have written. I am reminded of preacher who was preaching. I told Mr. Shekels, I said 20 minutes, I'm out, we're good. I was reminded of a preacher who was preaching, and he'd been preaching for about an hour. After an hour of preaching, he told the sound man, he said, Mr. Sound Man, turn up the volume, I can't hear myself.